Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, Derrick Harmon, Tyleik Williams. I want you to take those four and I want you to rank them from 1 to 4 in terms of most impactful to least impactful at the next level.
All right, this is actually going to be kind of fun. I'm glad you asked me this because Mason Graham's obviously number one. He is the most complete defensive tackle in the entire draft. He can give you a little pass rush, give you a little run stopping, do a little bit of everything. I don't care about his size. He shows it all on film. So he's number one. My number two is actually Tyleik Williams. He's one of
Okay.
my guys in my draft. I think he is a plug and play run defender, and he is a high level run defender. I don't think people are giving him enough flowers for his
Mm-hmm.
run defense. He is incredible. He's a force multiplier on a front. He's one of those guys that changes the math for offensive running schemes, and like he is just he's an absolute hoss. He's an ass kicker. He's trying to decapitate like guards and centers all the time to get him out of the way. He is one of those people like I just feel like nobody's talking about it enough. It's because
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants all these pass rushers and stuff. But Tyleik Williams, to me, plug and play, high level run stopper in the NFL from day one. So big Tyleik Williams fan. Then you have Kenneth Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Size, athleticism. He's got a little bit of pass rush juice. He just isn't no. He's not nearly as refined as the other two. He just needs to find that consistency. He's still a young player, true junior. I have full faith that Kenneth Grant is going to be a good football player. But he's just not all the way there yet. And then you have Derrick Harmon, great penetrator. He is a solid run stopper. Just needs to clean up the finishing. He needs to
Yeah.
tackle better. He
Tackling.
needs to finish plays better. Yeah, he needs to get off blocks a little bit better. I'm a big Derrick Harmon fan, but he's actually out of like the consensus top five defensive tackles. Harmon is the lowest for me.
Okay. Okay. So when you personally are putting Tyleik ahead of Kenneth there or Grant there,
Mm-hmm.
I just keep this replay running in my head of Kenneth Grant chasing down that running back. I forget which game it was, but I
There's
was
a Penn
watching that
State
game.
game, yeah,
Yes,
last
and
year.
my jaw just hits the floor.
Yeah.
So Mason's obviously first round. I'm thinking probably top 10.
Mm-hmm.
If you're putting Tyleik over Kenneth Grant, does that mean Tyleik's going round 1, or he's just going to go early 2 and Kenneth Grant falls, where the early projection I believe was in the first round for Kenneth Grant, and then Derek
So,
Harmon's also getting love first round.
mhm. So I think the fact that Tyleik Williams and the scheme at Ohio State didn't really let him rush the passer much, so he couldn't really show much of it. And
Mm-hmm.
that is gonna. I mean, in the first round, you want your defensive tackles to rush the passer. That's where their value comes from. That's where
Okay.
the big contracts come from. So even in my rankings, I knocked Tyleik. He's my DT3. I have Kenneth Grant in front of him because Kenneth Grant has that pass rush upside.
Okay.
And then I have Walter Nolan after Tyleik, who
Mm-hmm.
also has that pass rush upside, and he has the same grade as Derek Hartman because Nolan has he's more inconsistent, like very hot and cold whenever
Mm-hmm.
you put on his tape. Harmon's all hot all the time. You just wish he would maybe cool down a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my top five defensive
Okay.
tackles, like ranked.
Certainly. And I think it's interesting again with Harmon. It's another scenario of didn't really do much at Michigan State. And he goes
Mm-hmm.
1 year where he's surrounded by other players, essentially, excuse me, Jordan Birch, Jeffrey Bassa, Mateo Uyunglele, who will be in the draft next year. And look at him take off. And a
Mm-hmm.
defensive line or defensive coach and head coach, Dan Lanning, and what they got out of him. And again, this might be another guy who's just needs some refinement on the team he gets to. You can learn to tackle, not learn to tackle. You can clean up tackling. But some
Yep.
of those other things that he has, you can't teach. And if you don't have it now, are you going to get it? And if he gets in the right spot, I think he's going to hit really well for a team.
Yeah, he's still 21 years old too.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
still a lot of room for growth for Harmon. I like he still has a solid first round grade from me.